Hello, wonderful people. I'm channeling my colleague Daniel White's positive energy. And I wanted to make this video for our online community, Total System Health, Inner Circle. We've had a few questions from students about how do I start? There's so much information, it's almost overwhelming. And part of our intention was to give a resource that we felt was complete. So no matter what part of your health journey you're on, there's something for you. However, this brings up a question which I think is really common for the modern human being. We have this massive resource called the internet that is overwhelming at times in terms of the amount of information that's out there, the amount of opinions that are out there, the amount of techniques that are out there, that it's typical that you just don't end up doing any of them. And so our first recommendation for using our online community is to go into the mind mapping section and to start with clarifying what it is that is most important to you to address at this moment. So that could be your sleep, that could be your breathing, or your nervous system stress levels, that could be nutrition, that could be your ankle, if you have some sort of injury going on, that could be cardiovascular health, anything of that nature. But distill it down to the point that you have identified the most immediate need in terms of your health and well-being, or a particular interest that you have, or a goal that you have that you want to address right away. Because the thing with our mind is that when we have too many goals, or when we're unclear about what our goals are, what we want to focus on, we end up, again, feeling anxious about acting, because we're not sure how to act, where to go to address these needs. And it becomes this mental kind of wobbling, I call it, where we just end up, in most cases, just not acting or feeling very anxious while we're acting, or skeptical or unsure about why it is that we're doing what we're doing. So the most important thing is to get really clear about what your first step is going to be, what you want to focus on in terms of your health and well-being, and to spend some time really focusing on that element. So if it's sleep, focusing on your sleep routine, studying what Daniel has laid out for you to study, and then creating a plan and executing on that plan for a period of time, maybe a couple of weeks, maybe longer, depending on sort of how long you want to focus on this particular aspect of health and well-being. Observe yourself while you're doing it. Observe your the effects of the practice. Is it helping you to feel more energized throughout your day, more mentally clear throughout your day? And those effects are going to motivate you to then maybe take on another project. So then we'll go to a strength training program. And we have a section on that I've created for you to follow, and so on and so on and so on. But I always come back to this as the preliminary step. If you feel anxious about starting something that you want to start, most likely you haven't clarified why you want to start it, or distilled it down to a point where you know exactly what that next step is. So I'm going to go into the physical training part of the inner circle, and I'm going to look up strength training, and there it is laid out for me. So Daniel and I created this community with the idea that it was a tool for you, and tools are meant to simplify things. So if you have a box of tools, a toolbox with several tools in it, and you're not really sure what these tools are meant to do and how they can help you. Again, this is going to make you feel anxious or disoriented, about what these tools are for. So take just one tool first, identify why that tool is valuable to you, and then start using it. We're looking forward to seeing you within our Inner Circle community. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.